And then I think everybody has to accept it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, even I have to accept it on my phone.
Krystal, we are so excited about this. This has been on like, this is so cool. I can't wait to learn all this stuff.
This is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, for the bath bombs, I'm using Stress Away. And then for the toilet fizzies and stuff, I'm using Thieves because, you know, it's like my new smell. I have got so many smells going on right now. I have Winter Nights in my diffuser.
Ooh, okay.
And then I have, we put a Christmas tree in the basement this year and it's super fragrant. So all I smell is Winter Nights and the Christmas tree, but I also have my Thieves roll on. So I'm like rolling incense right now. All right.
And Krystal, I have your link before you start. Would you like me to copy that in the text in case people want to pick up a few? Okay. Let me see if that will work. Let's try that. Okay. That is okay.
All right. So just so you guys know, we're going to be doing these at the same time. I'm going to be doing the toilet fizzies in this bowl here. And I'm going to be doing the bath bombs in this bowl here. And then, of course, I've got the smaller bowls for the liquid stuff that we have to mix. So first things first, we are going to put a cup of baking soda into each bowl. So whether you're making the toilet fizzies or the bath bombs, you're going to put a cup of baking soda into your bowl. So let's get this ginormous box of baking soda. I actually bought pretty silicone molds today that look like snowflakes. I'm going to make some bath bombs that look like snowflakes.
Ooh. Cool.
Ooh, the air. Ooh, it's like baking soda in the air. Feel like I'm inhaling it. There we go. All right. And of course, I'm not like a perfect measurer. I just do whatever. I think that's the artist in me. All right, so for the next item, I'm gonna actually make sure we do the same things at the same time. It just makes it that much easier. We are gonna put citric acid in. Both of them need a half a cup of citric acid. So if you're making the toilet fizzies or if you're making the bath bombs, you need a half a cup of citric acid. So my citric acid is here. And this stuff is great. I found it on the citric acid on Amazon. There we go. Okay. There we go. So the next thing we are going to do is cornstarch. And I actually think both of them are going to get cornstarch, but I think it's a different. Nope, it's the same amount. So half a cup of cornstarch in each. Let's see. And Amy, I know you're making with me, so if I'm going too fast for you guys, let me know, okay?
We're doing okay so far.
Hey guys. Hey, keep the
Hey,
camera
Amy.
on.
Well, she says she's in her kitchen, and so she didn't want to have her camera on.
Aw.
We're gonna be distracting. We have the camera on, so.
All right.
So is it the Amy and Amy show, or is there anyone else with you?
The dog is with us currently. Karen didn't come, so it's just the two of us.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Then Zelda too.
All right, see ya.
I had to put the dogs upstairs and lock them away. All right, so this is where it's going to get a little bit different. If you are making the bath bombs, we need a half a cup of Epsom salt. Epsom salt. I can never say that right. So I have just the plain CVS Epsom salt, and I need to cut it open.
Krystal, I have those very scissors. The
Don't
very
you?
one.
Aren't they
Color
great?
and everything. I know, right?
Westcott titanium. So half a cup of Epsom salt in your bath bombs. And of course, I'm going to pour this and I'm going to make a mess, but that's okay. I love Epsom salt. I don't know if anybody else just takes baths of Epsom salt.
Every
but we
day.
do. Do you? Yeah.
Every
it's the
day.
best. Oh my gosh, there's like a chunk of it in here and it's getting in the way. That in there. I don't think I've ever done a live like class like this before where I'm making a mess. It's kind of,
This is
it's
so much
kind of
fun.
fun.
Yeah, this
You're
is
doing awesome.
this is super fun. This is so
All right.
creative, you know? Love it.
So I have the Epsom salt. Now we are going to, the dry ingredients for the bath bomb are ready to be mixed. So you got to mix them up together. And I actually think the, the dry ingredients for the toilet fizzies are also ready to be mixed up. So I actually did not grab a mixer, but that's okay because I am in the basement at my art table and I always have something to mix with. Okay, so I'm just going to use these because I don't have a whisk down here. So it's not an exact science. So just stir it until everything kind of looks like it's evenly mixed. Whew. The air tastes like baking soda. I am not going to lie. How about you, Amy? Does the air taste like baking soda?
Wearing some of it.
We can see like crystal plumes of like white smoke coming up.
It's like all rising up. It's kind of fun. This is also why I have a big air purifier down in my basement because I'm always mixing things. I call myself like the mad scientist down here sometimes.
You're such an alchemist.
Yep. Always making stuff. When right before Halloween, I can't remember if it was this year or last year, my older daughters wanted to play a kind of like a haunted house prank on my niece and nephew. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be down here mixing paints. So I'm down here sitting at my art table mixing paints. They have all these spooky, scary lights and scary things set up. And then, so they put a witch hat on me because, you know, I'm mixing up the chemicals in the basement. All right. So we are going to kind of set these off a little to the side. And now you're going to have your bowls for your liquid ingredients. So for the liquid, we are going to do, it takes me a minute. I always have to refer to my recipes because I am terrible at remembering things. I have recipes for paint. I have recipes for everything down here. I'm always mixing stuff up. So for your toilet fizzies, so we're just going to stick with one at a time here. So the toilet fizzies, we are going to do 1 teaspoon of the Thieves household cleaner into your liquid mixing bowl. Don't put it in with the other ingredients yet. So 1 teaspoon of Thieves household cleaner. And your bowl doesn't have to be this big. This is just the size that I grabbed. Okay. So then we, this is where you get to choose what scent. Of course, I'm using Thieves. So it's 40 drops of the Thieves essential oil or lemon or citrus fresh or whatever you decide to use. I prefer Thieves because Thieves. So 40 drops of that. So I'm just going to count that out real quick. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. Come on, count with me. 22,
22, 23, 24, 25.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. There we go. Ooh, got 42 in there. Okay, we won't tell anyone. All right, so for the next item for our toilet fizzies, we need 3 teaspoons of the V6, or of course I'm out of V6, so I'm using the fractionated coconut oil. You can use the fractionated almond oil. whichever one that you prefer. So I'm using the coconut. So we're going to do 3 teaspoons of this. One, 2, 3. Okay. And then the last thing that we need for our toilet fizzies are 3 teaspoons of water. Yep, I am just using a cup. 1.
Is that distilled water, Krystal, or just
no? It's
tap?
just plain tap water.
Okay.
3. Whew. Okay, so if you're only making the toilet fizzies, just you can take your whatever you were mixing up the dry ingredients, kind of wipe it off on your shirt or napkin or whatever you got, and just kind of stir it until all of those ingredients blend. I mean, you've got oil and water in here, so they're not exactly going to blend, but you'll see that there's like little oil bubbles in there, and the smaller they are, the better blended everything is. So you can go ahead and mix those until that's ready. And if you are doing the bath bombs, we will go ahead and do our liquid ingredients. Amy, you good to do the bath bomb liquid ingredients?
We have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we adding the liquid ingredients to the dry ingredients for the toilet fizzies?
We will be, yes.
Oh, but not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, thank you.
Do all that alchemy at once.
We're ready
Yes.
then.
It's a lot of alchemy.
We are gonna do 2.5 tablespoons of our fractionated coconut oil or sweet almond oil or V6, whichever one you have. So 2.5 tablespoons into your bowl for the bath bombs. Oops, don't tip your bowl over.
I love how such a multitasker you are. 2 recipes going at once.
I know, you should see me when I'm down here like painting things or making like resin crafts. I'm like, and then I typically always mix up more resin than what I actually need for a project. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to make necklaces instead of beach coasters or it as well as. So I'm always doing multitasking. All right, so we need 2 teaspoons of water in our bath bomb liquid mixture. So just gonna take my handy dandy water cup that I have down here. All right, and then we are going to put 25 drops of essential oil into the bath bomb. Again, I'm using Stress Away. So
Nice.
I know it's gonna be really.
That's going to smell amazing. Gosh.
I know it's gonna be a really nice bath.
Oh my goodness, that would be a really nice bath.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I always end up with 2 extra drops in there. Okay. So that is actually all that we are doing as far as liquid ingredients for the bath bombs. So do the same thing. You're going to mix it up until all of your liquid ingredients look like they have really tiny little oil bubbles in them. That means they're mixed up nicely. Oh, that smells really good. It smells really good.
What does it smell like?
Krystal,
Like Stress
Christina.
Away.
Krystal, Christina's in the waiting room.
Oh, okay. Let me let her in. Hold on. Let's see. Waiting. There we go. I'm multitasking. It's way easier to do that on the computer than it is to do it on the phone. All right. Hey, Christina.
How are you, Christina? Good to see you.
So glad that you could make it. Hi.
Hey. Oh, I can't see her
Oh,
yet. Can
you're
anybody see
on
her?
you're on mute, Christina.
Sorry. Hi,
There you go.
everybody.
Hey.
Just try that again. Sorry. I'm late,
Love your
as
desert
usual.
mist, Christina, behind you. That's very cool. Your
Oh, yeah.
diffuser,
Yeah.
your desert mist. Yeah.
It's my favorite diffuser. Although I did just buy myself the what's it called? Starts with an H. Starts with an H.
An H.
It starts with
Not
an H.
Lucia.
No, I forget it. It starts with, I
there's-
swear it starts with an H.
Are you
It's
sure?
white. It's white. It's ceramic.
It's the yes. It looks like a little marshmallow, right?
It looks like
The,
a little
mhm.
marshmallow. What's it
The
called?
macadone or the
No, not that one. I
Is it
will
the
I'll
owl?
remember.
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna look
it's
it
not
up.
the owl.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's got
look it up.
it's
I'm
gonna
looking it
bother
up.
us, isn't
I
it?
can't handle this.
Okay.
I know because
so
I need one of those. Whatever she's talking about.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really pretty. And it's
Haven.
white. And Haven.
What is
Thank
it?
you. I knew it started
Haven.
with
Oh,
an
there
H.
wasn't. There is an H1.
All right, let me
Yeah.
Google Haven.
Yeah. Now I have
Haven
to.
Alright.
ceramic diffuser. It looks really nice.
So if we are making the toilet fizzies, we are going to combine the liquids into the dry. But look, don't just dump all the liquids into the dry because that citric acid will foam up and there is a munchkin coming down the stairs. Go up the stairs, munchkin, up the stairs. All right. So she Nana, that would be your child who got the shopping spree at American Eagle today. If you're still there, Nana.
I
All right,
am.
so
I just
we
got
are-
finished watching the beautiful fashion show, as well as you're trying to figure this out.
okay.
Your
Oh yes. So
alchemy
Amy,
there.
Yep.
My
pour
black
this,
kitty.
nice and slowly into your bowl of the toilet fizzy ingredients, so that way you don't activate all the citric acid in one spot. Some of it's going to activate, and that's okay because it'll kind of calm down, and it will reactivate later when you go to put it in a toilet. There's a child behind me on the floor.
Hello.
Hello,
Of course, so you
child.
can pop up and say
We
hello.
see like this head pop up above your desk.
She's like ninjaing over here. All right. So once you get that in there, again, Amy, you can expect some of the citric acid to activate, but go ahead and then like take your what you call it, spatula, your whisk, whatever you've got, and just kind of fold the dry ingredients over the parts that activated. This is not going to be super wet. It's just going to be kind of damp, and then what you're going to see is some of those ingredients, they start kind of clumping together, not like big huge clumps, but they just start kind of holding together, and that's what you want to see.
Sounds like it's like making butter cookies.
You know what, it is kind of like making a cookie dough, just maybe a little less like buttery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little less buttery, a little less sticky. So yeah. Oh, there's a child tickling my foot on the floor now.
Your child is enjoying it.
It's funny. I was going to ask you if they're feeling better. Clearly.
They are. They
Huh.
she is, I just had to give her some Mucinex because she could not stop sneezing. But all that fever is gone.
Okay.
All that nausea that they were having is gone. And they
Did
are just
any-
doing a lot better. Go
Did
ahead.
any of those
Good.
oils help that I was trying to suggest?
They did. The eucalyptus is, well,
Hmm.
I actually just used the eucalyptus
Yeah, that's
on
a great
everybody, and that just worked
Which
really
eucalyptus
well.
is it? Radiata or the globulus?
Globulus, yeah, the globulus. That's the one I used.
What's the difference
right.
then, Christian?
I don't know.
Well,
actually.
Tammy introduced it. The globulus is stronger, right, Tammy, than radiata?
Yeah, the scent is stronger. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's just that the scent is much stronger with the globulus.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this. I
white.
Yeah.
don't know. It's pretty white in here because I have my. Maybe if I turn that off. Nope. Now it's too dark.
No, that's
that's
good.
it.
Perfect. Now I can see.
Yeah. So
Okay, so it's still
kind
quite
of like-
powdery.
it's still quite powdery, exactly. And that's what you want. But if you pick it up and push it together, it sticks and holds together. But what's going to happen is, and I'll explain this as I'm putting everything into the mold. when you put them into the mold and you leave them sitting out overnight, what will happen is, hello, child, they'll turn into these hard little balls. Hopefully you guys can see those. Can you hit love it on my phone? Love it. Thank you, Rissa. Now I have an assistant. So they make these nice little hard balls, which are perfect. So, okay, we've got, if you're only making the toilet fizzies, you can set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and mix the liquid ingredients with the dry ingredients for the bath bombs.
So how long, you said you leave it overnight for
Overnight.
like 12 hours or so, and it's hard?
Yep. So if
Okay.
if I set this now and if I come back down here in the morning and let's just be honest, I'm going to sleep in tomorrow, it will be like, can you see this hand? It will be like, 10 o'clock before I even dare to come down here. These will be completely ready to pull out of the molds
Okay.
and put into their container. I use these amber jars that I found on Amazon to do it. So go ahead.
Do they need to be dark? Because I know sometimes
No.
no, okay.
They don't have to be dark, but just like the same thing with essential oils, they just do better. The scent, the oil, all of that does better in like a dark, cool storage place.
Okay, so
All
it
right.
does actually help a little. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Question.
So Amy, yes,
Does it have to be airtight, the container, to keep them from
To keep the-
disintegrating?
yes, it should be airtight. That was a
And I
good
don't
question.
I don't know if you've answered this already, but how long do these last for? Like shelf life?
Oh, shelf life? That's a good question. I don't usually let them sit around that
They
long.
don't last long enough?
So, they don't last long enough for me to know the answer to that question.
Okay.
I would assume they'd last a pretty long time. I've had these these last two left in here for about a month or so, and they're completely fine.
Yeah.
So
I bet it's a fairly long time.
oh, I'm sure.
Because
I'm
essential
sure.
oils are, man, I actually don't even know. How long do
Depends on the grade. If it's therapeutic, and you can test like 2 lavenders after a year. One of them, if it's untherapeutic, it'll lose its smell.
Yeah.
I have
All right.
oils from 3 years ago that still work.
that are still, yeah.
Real quick,
same, actually.
Amy, if you are ready, you can do the same thing with your liquid ingredients here. Just kind of pour them around. Don't pour them all in one big pile. Just kind of spread them out. And I will show you guys how much this foams. It does foam a lot. And the bath bombs actually make a sizzling noise. So
Like a volcano experiment.
it is kind of like a volcano experiment. I don't know if
So-
you guys can see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So on the
I
toilet
don't know why I'm trying to
fizzies,
peer in.
Yes.
I'm like, what's going on?
I know
on
we
the
all
toilet
kind of
fizzies?
hover.
Look in. It doesn't work that way, Christina.
Nana, did you have a question on the toilet fizzies?
yeah, how approximately how many do you get out of one batch?
Well, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I do 15, but I make them double up out of that batch. So instead of just being round on the bottom, I actually use my tablespoon and I round them on the top as well. So you could probably actually make 30 of them if you didn't double it up the way that I do.
I wonder if you had like another one of those and then just put them like
On the
stack them?
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably do that as well.
Yeah,
So the same thing
that's
with
pretty
this,
economical.
yeah, the same thing with, I don't know if anybody just saw that that piece of cornstarch and Epsom salt go flying across the room, but that was fun. Yeah, it's super economical, and I mean they don't need to be doubled up. It's just I only have one of these, and so that's kind of why I doubled them up that way. So it would definitely make a good 30 of them. All right, so I am just doing the same thing with this
Would you
that
then
I
need
did with the,
two? Sorry.
I'm sorry?
If you kind of didn't do the double up thing that you did, would you then
you
need
would
two?
need, yeah, you would probably need 2. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just use my tablespoon and I double them up to make them round. I don't know. I just like them. And this smells so good. Stress Away in here is such a good
Oh
scent.
yeah.
I
What
ordered
are
that.
you
I'm waiting
using,
for it.
Amy?
We're doing okay. What did you ask me?
What scent did you use in the bath bombs?
The bath bombs we used Stress Away, and in the toilet fizzies we used lemon because that's what I had available.
Ooh.
Ooh,
What do you
lemon.
think of the smell
Oh,
of the bath
lemon.
bombs? Does it
It's
smell
wonderful.
good? Yeah, it is really nice. I bet lavender would be a really good one
Oh
to
yeah.
Amy,
use.
I
Or
wonder-
Lavender chamomile. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
relaxing would that be?
Or what about this kid scents? Remember the kid
ooh,
power?
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder, like
Oh,
for a
that would be
summer.
really nice. Like if you made
Yeah.
the kid bath bombs. Amy, I wonder, like, what's your secret scent that you always use? Stress Away, lavender, and citrus rush.
Ooh, that would
That would be
lovely.
amazing. What's that?
That does
That would
sound
be
nice.
lovely.
Yeah.
All right. So same thing with this. I'm going to move these bowls off to the side. I'm going to actually make the toilet fizzies first. So I have this. Amy, let me know if I'm going too fast again, or if you have any questions. Because I know Amy and I are actually the mad scientists tonight.
I do have a question.
What?
We only have one of the molds too. Are the bath bombs used in the bigger molds?
Yeah, so I actually have these honeycomb and bee molds that Clarissa picked out. And then I have these snowflake molds I just found at Target tonight while I was out shopping. So I'm going to use these for the bath bombs. So if you don't actually have a mold, another one of these for the bath bombs, there's a couple things that you can do. If you have some small bowls, you can like hand ball them up and put them in a small bowl, or you can hand ball them up and wrap them in cellophane, and that should hold them together while they're drying as well.
What about a muffin tin?
Yeah.
A muffin
Or
tin is a
cupcake
great idea.
holder.
Or cupcake. If you have any silicone cupcake things, I actually have those upstairs. You can use the silicone cupcake molds. Just
I
kind of
wonder
whatever
with
you
it-
have.
With a muffin tin, I wonder if you would have to use like the baking cups, or if you would have to oil the tin. Like, I'm not. What do you think?
I think I would oil the tin because I'd be concerned that they'd stick to the metal
Right.
Yeah.
unless it's a silicone, muffin tin.
Do you have to prepare
Um,
the silicone ones at all?
Nope.
No,
They
just
just pop right out.
Oh.
Yep.
But
All
is
right,
that because
so-
you can? Is that because
Sorry.
you can manipulate it? Like you pop it out like
Yep.
by manipulating it?
And
Right.
they're not that tough to pop out, but I mean these just are so flexible.
But if you tried to just pick it out, it probably
You could pick
would
it out
not.
probably too.
You could still because the
Yeah,
silicone is
you
just
probably
that.
could. It's just that.
Okay.
It's just that easy to use. So basically what I do is I take my tablespoon, and I don't know if you guys noticed, I dried it out just in case there were any of those activating ingredients in there. And I just start filling these and I pack them down. So that's the other thing that I do is I pack these down really tightly. And God, it smells so good in here. I love the smell. And so I just go through and I kind of scoop it up to kind of save some of those ingredients as well. And I scoop it and just kind of repack it, pack it. And I'll do that to every one before I'll go back and round them, but I'll show you guys how I round them. It's actually really neat. I was proud of myself. I figured it out.
Krystal, this is really neat. Like, I wonder if I could even actually do the whole process with the lip balms instead of just taking photos. Like, you're
I
making
bet
this
you
look.
could.
Yeah.
It's fun. And then it's nice to have people here. I should actually do some live art making videos.
You should
be
teach us
less-
how to do fluid art and resin.
It would be less
and-
lonely.
Right, though, because I miss doing stuff like with people, like actually getting into a room together and being like, let's make bath bombs. And like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we could totally do some painting classes. Although I'm not gonna lie, the painting gets very messy. If you
gonna
can't
say.
see my if you cannot see my my vest, we get very colorful.
Oh, I see. So
when
that's on
we're painting.
purpose because I was like, white. That's a interesting choice to paint it.
That was totally on purpose.
I
My
see.
husband
Katie
was,
art.
it was my
That's awesome.
Christmas present last year for my husband and my children.
Aw.
And so he was like, yeah, we chose white so you would get it dirty. with
That
paint.
is so sweet.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet. He's a good gift giver.
Aw.
His mom's on here, so you can say all sorts of nice things about him.
Okay. Well, he sounds like a really wonderful person.
He
But
really is.
to be
He
that
really is.
thoughtful, but
And that would
seriously,
be
that's
because
yeah.
you're giving me all these wonderful bath bombs, right?
Yeah. It was funny. He's like, well, what do we get? Like all of the grandmothers and the moms and everybody for Christmas. I'm like, I'm making bath bombs and toilet fizzies. And he's like, yeah, but what do we get them? He
You're giving them
loves
an experience. You're giving
Yeah,
them
but-
like a spa experience.
exactly. He loves gifting though. Like Christmas is like his favorite. And I'm not sure who he got that from. Nana, who's on this call.
Sorry. Yes.
He absolutely loves Christmas and goes a bit nutso. If it wasn't for me, I think we'd be broke. My daughter just said the same thing. She's like broke. What? I know. I see your skis. Yes. Of course,
And
I
that's
just got
why
skis.
I'm broke.
Sorry, this is like the most time consuming part of the process is just filling these little molds and getting them ready
How long do they have to set?
overnight. So like I said earlier, if I come back to these around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, they'll be ready to go.
So, but how many hours is that actually? I don't know what time it is there.
It is 7:40 right now.
7:40. So what?
Like 12
9,
hours.
10, 11.
Yeah.
12 plus 10. That's 14 hours. No?
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
But I mean, they might be done before that. The problem is I just I don't like to get up early in the morning if I don't have to right now. So that's when I check on them. I just know that they're going to be ready by 10 o'clock because that's when I'll come down and that's when they'll be
Yeah.
ready. But they probably dry much quicker than that because there's not a lot of liquid in here. And if you ask Amy, because she's playing with these two, I mean, it's just barely damp, the ingredients. If you grab them up with your hands right now, they're just barely damp.
Not too moist, just a little bit.
Yep. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick how to make these rounded on the top. So if you only have one and there's a lot of ingredients here, you can round them on the top. So basically, this is my tablespoon, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to kind of scoop everything back in, and I'm just going to smush it into the silicone mold. And I don't know if you can see this.
Oh,
I
you
should
have to
probably
turn the
bring
light
you
off
guys
again.
to me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me turn off the light.
Yeah.
There.
Okay,
Can you
there
guys
it
see
is.
better?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better. That's better.
All right. That light above me is what I need to do art. So basically you're just smushing it with your tablespoon and it just rounds it for you. See how pretty that is? They're like little snowballs. Can you guys still see me even with that
Yeah.
light off?
Yep.
You're fine. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. How you guys doing, Amy? She's very quiet.
I have baking soda all over my hands. I can't unmute myself. We're keeping up. We're doing okay.
Good. So I'm just getting through the last of the stuff here. Go ahead, Nana.
I don't think it's only about drying them out. I think it's about the chemical reaction that hardens them as well. That keeps them
Yeah.
from disintegrating when you pick them up. So I
Yep.
think that at least 7 or 8 hours for those chemicals to react together.
Yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
otherwise they'll just fall apart in your hands.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to pick these up right now, they're just gonna fall apart in your hands. But you see how easy they smush together and make these perfect little snowball looking things. And actually what I'm using, I got this particular mold I got from Michael's. This is a silicone candy mold. So if you wanted to make a little chocolate domes, you would do it with these, which is really cool. And they actually have, Michael's has really cute ones. I have like diamond shaped molds. I have all sorts of different molds for different things. Because apparently I'm into everything. My husband says that we have
will
too
any
many
shape hold?
hobbies. I'm sorry.
Krystal, will any shape hold like a dragon or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's why we got these little ones that have bumblebees and honeycomb on the bottom of them. And then the snowflakes, because I actually want to see the snowflake design in the bath bombs. And I actually am going to be selling some of these batches. So if anybody wants to order any, just let me know.
And that'll be on an Etsy shop or?
It is going to be on the Etsy. That kind of stuff sells way better on Etsy than on like your personal websites. So I'm going to put them on Etsy, and I've got these little stand-up pouches that I'm going to put them in. Almost done with the toilet fizzies. And as you can see, I'm making a mess, which is super fun.
That's like the point of all of this.
I know, right?
Like,
I don't know how I didn't get into art sooner. Right, Nana?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that they can't. And then once they put their fingers
right.
into it, they're like, oh, this is, I
Fun.
can do this. And this is fun.
And
like,
it is fun to make the messes. Like I love getting paint all over me. I don't necessarily love cleaning all
Cleaning
the
it
paint supplies up in the sink. I need a built-in sink, like one of those like the shop sinks or something. Because right now I'm just using the sink in my basement bathroom, and that poor thing, it needs like a professional plumber to come and get all the paint out of it. But yeah, no, I love getting it all over me, and it's like a story to tell. And when my hands have paint on them for a week and I can't get it off because it just stains me, I'm like, oh yeah, I was painting this weekend. And
no, right. It also becomes like a conversation topic. Like people are like, oh,
Yeah.
there's paint on your hands. And I was like, yeah, well, actually, I'm a painter. And then
exactly,
ooh.
exactly.
Plus you need
Amy, how are you guys doing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I need. Like
Good.
good, doing
Yeah.
good. All right,
Yeah.
my toilet fizzies are complete.
Also one that you can have a pedal that you could step on to wash your hands. So the
Yes, that would be nice too.
water.
So I know what I need
Next
for Christmas. All right, so I'm just moving that over to the side. And I have these little, let me grab one really quick. Hold on a sec.
What's your daughter doing?
She is putting on a show for you guys.
Aw.
So I have, these are picnic tents. So I have these little picnic tents, and I always I cover my paintings. I cover everything that I make with these little picnic tents because I live in a house with animals. So if you don't have animals, it probably doesn't matter. But if you're like me, you want to keep their fur out of everything.
Yeah. Where did you
So,
get those?
Amazon.
Yeah. Picnic
Yep,
tent. I'm gonna have to
picnic tents.
because yeah, the fur is an issue.
Yeah.
All my
yeah,
paintings have fur. Little
yeah, and I actually I use all sorts. I have different kind of storage. So I have like Tupperware containers like on my art, like my painting drying shelf, and I will put the paintings inside the Tupperware contain, like the big storage kind of containers. And then when I resin stuff, I put them in there as well. But sometimes things are too big or they just don't fit in there properly. So I use these and these picnic tents, and you can get them in all different shapes and sizes. All right.
My mom
So
is
now
great.
what?
I couldn't read that next one. My mom is great at what?
Who's? Oh,
Parent
shaming.
I was trying to read it. I couldn't really read them all.
all right. Sorry. I won't look. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm taking the bath bombs and I'm just using that same tablespoon, and I'm going to be putting them into my snowflake molds here. These are going to be so pretty. I can't wait to see these. And also, you can dye these if you have soap pigments. Let me show you. I decided not to dye them because I didn't want to get my hands all messy tonight. But I have soap dye, and you can put these pigments right into your bath bombs if you want any colors.
Can't read that one.
They can't read that one. Whichever one, they can't read it, Clarissa. The last one that you put
I
up.
think it was no matter.
Something about no matter, maybe?
I think she was saying no matter what.
She's going to start again, she says, a little bit
Okay.
closer for those in
My
the
mom
back.
is great. Got it?
She said, they said, got it. Oops. My mom is so great, I'm going to drop something on her.
No matter.
That she's gonna be in so much
They can't read that
trouble.
one.
Yeah, no matter.
What?
No matter.
No
Okay.
matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. Got it? My mom is great no
Got it.
matter what. You can't tell her the whys.
No, they can't read it. Go put it closer.
You can't tell her otherwise. Otherwise.
I think they got it. Yeah. For your in-flight
She
entertainment.
Teaches you
She
so.
teaches you so. Got it.
I got it.
Right,
Right now.
I don't know. Did you guys read that one?
Right now.
Yep, they got that one. Ooh, these snowflake molds are way bigger than I expected them to be.
You
should thank
thank
her.
Say,
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you,
Crystal,
Crystal.
thank you.
If they got it, they're all thanking me. I don't know. What to
Crystal, that's
say.
in your handwriting. That looks like your handwriting.
Oh.
They said it's in my
Thank you, Crystal.
handwriting. Ooh. She's like, no.
Like great cursive, Clarissa.
So these snowflake molds are way bigger than I expected them to be, and I'm not gonna make up my bumblebee ones tonight, Clarissa. I'm sorry. I'll make them tomorrow. Well, I made a bath bomb out of the snowflakes. Well, they're going to be really pretty though. Yes, I'll give you one.
Crystal, do you pack those down like you did the others?
Yes,
Okay.
I am packing them down. It's a little bit harder because they're, they've got these snowflake shapes. And so I'm packing them down a bit with my finger. These are huge. I did not realize how big these were. But these are going to be really pretty when they come out, just because, and everybody makes the round bath bombs, but I'm not into making exactly what everybody else is making. I kind of do my own thing. So
That's why you're
I
an
am going to
artist.
make these. Yep. What, babe? Show me your trick. Oh my gosh, she's doing back bends.
I remember that.
you need
I don't think I was ever able to do a back bend.
I loved gymnastics when I was
I
younger.
used to do
She
that.
did too. Yeah, she took
And then flip
gymnastics
over.
before she got into soccer.
Yeah.
you need to put a little prize inside.
You know what? Oh, a
You need to
prize
put a
inside
little-
the
yeah,
bath
with
bomb?
your little resin jewelry and stuff.
So I should put my resin jewelry in, is what Nana says.
Okay.
That's what Clarissa says too.
Oh, little.
I don't know if I've ever
surprise.
shown you guys my resin jewelry. There's some up in the cabinet. Just don't move the cabinet door with my camera on it. Yeah. They're in the cup up there. Clarissa's going to be my professional model here as I'm packing down my bath bombs. It's
Your
up
Vanna
to
White?
you. She's going to be Vanna White. She's from Wheel of Fortune. Clarissa's teacher was just on Wheel of Fortune. Her math teacher,
Really?
and he won.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
And, he won. He won like $50,000 or something.
Oh my
It was-
gosh, good for him.
I know. And so the whole school was told to
Wow.
watch when he was on. It was so cool.
Krystal, the lamp
Yeah.
behind you in the corner, is that a blue light in that?
It is teal tonight, but it changes colors. And actually all
Okay.
of my overhead lights in the basement change colors. They're all Bluetooth, and so they're all connected
Wow.
to my phone, and I can change the colors. I can actually make them
Oh, wow.
change like every few minutes. They're called Govee lights, Govee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I
A
just
little dance party down there.
oh my gosh, the kids have all sorts of lights down here. They have
I had no idea
these
this
little
existed.
lights that show like all these different colors on the ceiling. Oh, you guys get purple and blue and green. Yeah. That's all sorts of colors. It's like what, and it like goes to the beat of music too. Go ahead, show them. Go ahead and show them. Don't drop them. Wow. So once I get these packed down, I'm going to show you what they're going to look like. Go ahead. So these are my resin jewelry pieces. I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
pretty.
beautiful.
So when I have leftover, and I actually add these as gifts, like when people buy paintings or holiday ornaments or stuff for me, I actually end up giving these away as just like a little thank you gift.
Oh.
And people like really like them, and it's just fun. I like to give things away. I mean, I'm not doing this because I expect to get rich. I
Is that
just
like a
doing
frame?
it. What side are you showing? Oh, that doesn't have anything. That's empty. She was showing me one I hadn't completed yet.
It's a metaphor. Anything is possible.
Oh, Christian.
Exactly.
I love how you can.
It's a Krystal Dahaba original. It's got nothing on it. Clarissa, show them another one. You're entertaining them. All right. So these are my snowflakes. And so here's the design on the bottom of them. So I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what they'll look like when they come out of the silicone mold in the morning. Hopefully they don't break because there's so many intricate little pieces, but
really
it'll
neat.
be
That
fun.
looks
little
Victorian.
experience.
I like that jewelry there. That's like a Victorian brooch or something.
Yeah. So she's showing you, what's the next one? Oh, very nice. This one has glitter in it. Resin
pretty.
glitter.
Very cool.
Neat.
All right, Vanna
So I
White,
guess
they're
you
ready
get
for
like
the next one.
the empty little things.
Yep, I get
That's
them
just-
and the cabochons.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
not
I
sure
have no
exactly.
idea. Yeah, I have no idea to say that either.
Yeah, and I
Cabochons?
just cabochons or
Cabochons?
cabacons or cab
Yeah.
something or others. Yes, it
Cabs.
looks like an eye. Cabs. I get the empty ones off Amazon and then I just fill them. And they usually come with a piece of glass, but I don't need the glass because I
Oh,
have
that's
the
really
resin.
pretty.
So that would be
every one of
cool.
them is different. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You had like amber with like a mosquito or a dragonfly, like Jurassic Park, I don't know if that's
Clarissa
possible with
asked
resin.
me- it is. It's totally possible. Clarissa, because he said like some amber colored resin with like a mosquito in it, like from Jurassic Park. But I've done pressed flowers in resin before, so she actually found a pair of earrings today when we were out shopping with little pressed flowers in them, and she asked me to make some for her. So I totally will do that. So Amy, how are you guys doing?
Oh, you were on mute.
We did a great job.
We finished.
I want to see. Show me. Show
I
me.
don't know if I'm confident enough that I want to show them to you.
Oh, it's gonna
show
be beautiful,
everybody.
Ames. Do it. Show us.
Okay.
Making these at the same time as me.
Okay. The toilet fizzies kind of have a mind of their own and are growing quite large.
but we think that's kind of fun. So
That's
yeah, they
awesome.
do
house.
expand.
That's
They do
awesome.
expand a little bit overnight.
Or a lot of it.
All right, Rissa, watch out. Well, how about the bath bombs? What did you guys do?
The bath bombs look good.
they look just like the other ones.
They look just like the other ones. Yeah.
Um,
They didn't grow as much.
they're not blowing up as much.
Oh yeah, they're
They're
not blowing
behaving a
up
little
as
bit
much.
more.
That's awesome.
Did you
Okay.
shape them with your tablespoon? I'm gonna bring you guys closer to mine just so you can see how I shaped them with the tablespoon. Hold on. Watch out, Rue.
Sorry, I just.
It's okay. My child is crazy. We have everybody. Oh, look, jewelry all over the floor. So let's see. This is, see how I kind of shape them? With
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
That is amazing. That is
And I
so
just
amazing.
use the rounded tablespoon just to kind of
Hmm.
pop it on
Hey, you
there.
did
And
good.
there you go. Make little snowballs out of them. Hold on a second. I got to figure out how to put you guys back up here now.
You need like an
All
ice
right.
cream scoop.
Yeah, an ice cream scoop would work. Anything really. I mean, I just grab stuff that I have around the house. I like to reuse things. Other than these, I do buy special little silicone molds, but that's it. That's how you do the bath bombs and toilet fizzies. And like I said, you can
You did good.
take them
Bravo.
out and store them. Thank you guys.
Ah, well done,
Yay.
Crystal.
Thank you,
That was-
Crystal.
That was
You're
awesome.
welcome. No, you don't need to show off my art. Go away, child.
Great
She's
job.
like,
I'm so
"Thanks."
proud.
thank you guys. Thanks everybody for showing up and giving support. And we'll have to do this again. Maybe
Yeah.
come January, we can make some like winter scents or something. We'll have to think.
Absolutely.
And then
this was fun.
Christina, I really want to do your you need to do a live lip balm making
Yeah.
because I would totally be
Yes.
there. Let me turn
I-
my light back on. Woo!
I realized
I
Dude,
would
Light.
too.
now that I've seen you
would
do
too.
this, I think
Uh-huh.
it's very possible for me to do it just in my kitchen the kind of the same way.
Mm.
So I'll just,
You can do it.
yeah, I'll make sure I have all the ingredients and get that set up. Looks like a lot of fun to do
Absolutely.
it with everyone.
Yeah, I can hardly wait.
And this and I was afraid that this one would be too much of a distraction, but I think she kind of provided some comedic
It
relief.
worked.
It was a
Thank you,
wonderful
and she was
evening.
sweet. Mm.
Bravo,
Yeah,
Rissa,
thanks.
bravo.
And
Not a
Crystal,
secret.
you'll
Bravo,
upload
Crystal.
this.
Yeah, I will upload this, and assuming I can figure out how to do it, and I will share it with everybody.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
I want to see the
Awesome.
beginning.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
still
as soon
waiting
as you
for,
end the
um,
Zoom, Crystal, as soon as you end the Zoom, it'll say that it's recording. So don't shut your computer off. Just
Okay.
let it download.
Vert. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
convert
And
or-
well,
yeah,
it's a good thing
converting.
I switched it over to the computer then. So what I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll end with you guys here.
Huh?
Thank you, Krista.
Crystal, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
This
This is a tradition now.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal.
I'll see the notes in a minute, my dear. She's like, you want to see the notes? She loves her mother.
Yeah. So Crystal, you've been doing this for about an hour, so it'll probably take maybe about 15 or 20 minutes for it to convert
Okay.
on your
okay.
laptop or computer.
All right.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I had fun and I appreciate everybody showing up and showing their support. And again, we'll do this again. This was fun.
Oh, thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
We'll do a
Thanks,
painting.
Crystal.
Hi, Libby. Hi.
Hey, Libby, how are
You look like
you?
You're doing good.
Oh.
Hi.
Well, thank you so much. You guys all
Okay.
have a wonderful night.
Have a good
You
night,
too.
everybody.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bring it in. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Crystal. This was awesome.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye,
not
Riz.
cancel, do
Bye,
leave.
Crystal.
Bye, Nan.